What's going on, movie friends? This is Tommy Knocker, the movie guy, coming at you. Today, guys, we're going to be doing our first Corners Report. Could they have lived? With a movie from the Halloween franchise, taking a little break from Friday the 13th. Today, we're going to do Corners Report on Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. One of my favorite Halloween movies. Actually, it's my third, probably behind the original and part 2. I've always loved this entry. Saw this at 11 years old at the theater. One of my first horror movies I got able to see at the theater, so it was a big deal to me. But this is about the Corners Report, guys. 18 kills is what I count in this one, including the EMTs and the ambulance and the cops in the station. So we're getting a total of 18 kills. I am not including Michael Myers at the end because we know he doesn't really die anyway. And I'm not including Sunday. Yeah, I'm not including the dog in this one. Probably from here on out, I won't be including animals. You know, it's too sad anyway. But so here we go, guys. But first, I wanted to know, what character of all the characters in Halloween 4 would you bring back alive if you could? Let's check out the survey.
Let's check the results, boys. I better
Shocker,
win.
guys. Big shocker. 49%. Well, this is my demographic here. Okay, I did a what character would you bring back from Friday the 13th Part 2? I just assumed you guys would vote for Mark, the poor guy in the wheelchair. Oh no! You voted for Kelly Meeker, and in that one you voted for Terry. I can't blame you guys. I don't blame you. I'm sure there's two big reasons why you voted for Kelly Meeker to come back alive. Okay, guys, here we go. 18 kills with Halloween 4. The first one we gotta talk about is the attendant in the beginning of the movie. Once again, they go to Michael's Smith Grove Sanitarium to get him out. Why are they always doing this at night, in the rain, around Halloween time? Change it up a little bit. Anyway, Jay Black is the guy's name. Let's check him out.
Will he survive this monstrous grip? Will he make it? We say
yes, the
thumbs
first
down!
Kill we get, guys. The first kill we get is a thumb, a hacksaw Jim Duggan, big thumbs up to the forehead. Michael just found out that he's an uncle. And apparently his niece is alive. And that was enough for him to get some full strength in him after 10 years of being catatonic. And the first thing he could think of is he didn't have any weapons on hand, so why not use his trusty thumb? You know, if you think it'd be sharpened more, it'd probably be like he has his fingers cut in quite some time, unless they took care of it. It's actually bad. Anyway, X. There's no way a thumb to the head. I would hope it'd go all the way in. That's an X. Next, we're going to talk about Attendant Evans. That's her name too, the woman that was with Lieutenant Black and the ambulance drivers and other. Apparently, they said there's 2. So I'm going to say, guys, this is going to be, excuse me, 3 question marks. Attendant Evans and the 2 paramedics in the ambulance, we don't know. We see a lot of blood, but that could have been the blood from Attendant Black. I'm sure they were in the accident, but we don't know exactly what happened to them. We don't know if Michael got to them first, or if there was just bodies were thrown and they're still alive somewhere. So I think that's fair to say. We don't know. Okay, so we're going to... Next, Dr. Loomis needs to fill his car up with gas, so he stops at that car garage attached to a diner. Walks in and sees more dead bodies. Let's get to the mechanic.
What a day. I'm ready to clock out. Well, hello, sir. What are you doing with that steel rod?
Yes. I wish we got more scenes with the body, you know, the wraps, the bandages. He looks so cool. Imagine him driving around looking like that around Haddonfield, just for one movie, or at least a part of the movie, especially with that mask that we get in Halloween 4. Oh well. Anyway, that's so the mechanic gets a crowbar, a metal rod. I think a metal rod in his stomach. We're gonna say that he could have made that one, depending on where the metal rod goes in. He could bleed out, but hey, guys, that's a live. That's definitely a live. Then Dr. Loomis goes over to the diner to see what's going on over there. Call the cops. Sees a dead waitress on the ground. So we're just gonna go in. We don't know what happened to her. I don't see any blood. We don't know. Again, that's another question mark. Now, we're going to go over to the Haddonfield electrician. Yes, right, the man, the myth, the legend, a character that became really popular over the last few years. Bucky.
I say, boy! Don't pull that Halloween crap with old Bucky.
Good old Bucky is not so lucky. No, Bucky was just trying to put the power on for the night of Halloween, working Halloween. He looked like he was in a bad mood. Wasn't having any of that Halloween bullshit. Wasn't having any of the Michael Myers bullshit. But you could tell he was scared. Bucky, he was like, okay, this guy is I don't think he's just a teenager trying to, give me a prank here. He sensed something. But Michael threw him. There's no way he could have lived through that. Electric body shock. It was just too much. His body caught on fire. Explosions. Bucky. Not so lucky. Next, we're going to talk about the police station, guys. Yes, there was a police station massacre. That was originally supposed to be in the scene, in the screenplay. But no, we don't see that. Can you imagine that? We get a little mini massacre in the police station. Do you think that'd be too soon? I don't know if I would want that in Halloween 4. That'd be weird. But anyway, so 3 officers get killed. Deputy Pierce, you see him early in the movie with he's talking. It looks like he's got his arm cut off and he looks pretty fucked up. We're going to go ahead and say that's an X for him. But the other 2 cops, we're not exactly sure. You just kind of see some bodies. I'm going to go ahead and say 2 question marks again. Next. Ted Hollister, wrong place, wrong time.
We don't take too kindly to folks wearing god-awful masks. Get out of our town! Evil dies tonight! Wrong movie, moron.
Yep, the rednecks, the heart was in the right place, but I'm only just going to assume that this Ted Hollister was probably one of the teenagers that was dressed up as Michael Myers playing the prank earlier on Loomis. I'm assuming that. What is he doing in the bushes by himself? This is a teenage boy, probably 17, 18. What is he doing alone on Halloween night? And what is he doing in the bushes? Oh, okay. I exactly know now what he's been doing in those bushes. But still didn't deserve to be shot to death like that. No, the redneck shot him to death. That's an X for good old Ted Hollister. Could you imagine if his last name was Tramer? Could you imagine if his name was Ted Tramer, the younger brother of Ben? Could you imagine? All right. Next, we're going to talk about Deputy Logan. I always remember Deputy Logan as, he was the deputy that was in the house that was supposed to be in the rocking chair. That you thought was in the rocking chair with Kelly Meeker's death that we're going to get to here next. But Deputy Logan, Rachel lights the candle and she sees that he's got an off-screen kill, but he's got like his arm is twisted all the way around, so it looks like he's got his neck broken, some kind of capacity, neck broken kind of scenario. So we're going to go ahead and say an X for Deputy Logan. Next, we got to talk about, yes, that Kelly Meeker death.
Poor damsel in distress Kelly Meeker gets a 0%.
One of the most original kills. Great kill for Halloween. When I was a kid watching this at the theater, I'm like, wait a minute, Michael has a rifle. He's not going to be shooting her. I'm like, we can't have Michael and Jason going around, shooting guns. But he does use a gun. Just not the way you would think. Just rams it up in her stomach, up in the wall. You didn't need to see a whole lot. You didn't need to see a lot of blood. You don't see blood. You don't. You don't need to. You didn't need to see all that. It was a great kill. One of Michael Myers' best kills. Actually, I think I put that second on his best kills. Next, we got to talk about her mistress? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what do you call that? How come when a husband cheats, the woman's called a mistress? But what's the man called if the wife cheats? What's he called? Mister? Or John? What's he called? Brady. He redeemed himself, in my opinion. He wasn't cheating. Not exactly, guys. I'm not saying he did was a right thing. But technically he wasn't cheating. Because that day, Halloween night, Rachel makes a comment like, I think Brady's going to fully commit tonight. I think he's going to, finally, we're going to commit. So they weren't together technically, but what he did was wrong. It doesn't matter. Redeemed himself, tried to save Rachel and Jamie. Here's Brady.
Will Brady make it out alive? Stay tuned till next time. Just kidding. He's a goner.
Yep, always loved Brady's kill. It's a little deceiving with the light. It looks like Michael's thumb is going into his cheekbone. It's not. It's just the shadow of it. But you can feel his neck. You can hear his neck breaking and everything crunching. That's another X for good old Brady. Next, we're going to talk about the rednecks. Orrin, Alan, and Unger are their names. And there's a line in the movie about Alan, this bearded redneck guy, that one of his sons was killed back in 78. So it's, to me, guys, it's either going to be one of two people. His son either has to be Bob or Bud, right? I'm going to go with, he looks like he could be the father of Bob. Who knows? They don't say it. They just said his kid was killed back then. His son was. I'm trying to figure it out. You guys know any more information on this? Let me know. But anyway, who killed? Just I want to know how Michael Myers got underneath the truck in the first place, in front of the school. But anyway, Michael is he's a ninja. Sneaks up on the truck, stabs the 3 rednecks and throws them off. Those 3 rednecks got stabbed, sure. Thrown off a truck onto a road would not feel good, but they could have lived, guys. We're gonna see 3 checks for the 3 rednecks. Earl, on the other hand, their leader.
Oh
Earl,
no!
he
Looks
doesn't
like Earl in
different
a
fate
heap
for him.
of
He
trouble.
gets Michael's hand.
0% chance.
Almost some kind of reminiscent of the scene in Halloween with Marion in the window. Michael crashing his head in that weird scene with Rachel. Michael just smashes his head in the mirror. Earl gets his neck, throat ripped out. That is a X for good old Earl. So guys, if you count it up, we have 18 kills. 8 are a no, they could not have made it. 4 yeses, that they could have made it. 6 question marks. That's the most question marks we've had, and that's because of the 2 cops in the police station, you know, the EMTs and the ambulance and the waitress. You know, we don't exactly know what happened to her. So, what do you guys think of the coroner's report? Halloween, I go out of order. I know you're probably like, why didn't you do Halloween 1978? I haven't even touched Halloween yet. We'll do that later. Don't worry about it. Please like and subscribe. Stab the notification bell.
You dumb son of a
See you soon.
bitch. You said you saw Myers.